Hey, good morning everybody, it's Bobby. I hope you had a great weekend. All is wonderful here at the club at Horseshoe Bay. I want to talk about wristiness in the bunker shot and why you might think about adding it to your bunker swing. In large part, this comes down to whether or not you're one of these people who struggles with hitting your spot. And what do I mean by that? Well, we all know, at least the students of the game know, that you should hit 2 or 3 inches before the ball and then exit the sand 2 or 3 inches after the ball and then follow through to a complete finish. That's the requirement, I guess you could say, when hitting a standard greenside bunker shot. But knowing that's not enough, because if you're one of these people who doesn't hit their spot regularly, hits 5 inches behind it or 6 inches behind it, then this lesson is for you. When it comes to hitting your spot, and you haven't been doing it, it's going to be easier for you, most likely, if you add a little steepness to your swing by way of just a little bit of wrist action. Notice how my wrist cock up to where this club almost hits me in the right ear. That's the wristiness that I'm talking about, all right? And it's not that every great bunker player has a lot of wristiness, although many have, but it's for you. If you're having a hard time hitting your spot, this would be something you'd be well served to do. And let me explain after I hit one exactly why that is. All right? Imagine this for a moment, that there's a frisbee. I throw a frisbee out there 50 yards away and it's lying flat on the ground. Now, if it's flat and I'm standing 50 yards away, I can barely see it. Imagine if I'm trying to shoot that disc with a rifle, it's laying flat. Well, I'll probably miss it all day. But if I went up 4 stories high and was aiming down at it, I'd have no problem. Well, the same thing goes with the bunker shot. When someone takes this club back low to the ground, doesn't that just look like I'm going to have a hard time exactly hitting 2 to 3 inches behind it? I'm too shallow. It's hard to come in at such an angle that I can be sure I arrived exactly 2 to 3 inches before the ball. And so instead, if I cock my wrist right away and bring this up toward my right ear, now hitting that spot is no problem. So let me hit one more and then I'll give you the final ingredient as we go here. Cock it up and swing through. And that is our standard bunker shot. The last thing, and this is important because it's a common failing among those who for the first time ever adopt wrist action, is you've got to limit your arm swing. Arm swing offsets wrist action. And so the steepness that we're looking for will be most easily achieved if I have a fair amount of wrist action right from the start. I cock them down here so that I can uncock them down there. But limit how high my hands go, because remember, I want steepness. If my hands stay low and my club goes high, I've got steepness. But if my hands also go high, I've defeated myself. Now I'm shallow again. All right, and so the necessary complement to a steeper, more wristy swing is that you keep your hands down low, somewhere around 8 o'clock, if you can think of that in terms of your left hand. So that is our standard bunker shot. Lots of free swinging. You cock them and you uncock them in the same place that's down low, and I know that's going to help you. Ladies and gentlemen, if I can do anything for you, you let me know. I'll look forward to seeing you next week.